Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the voice of the people. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
ThaBoxingvoice.com.
You need that fear.
All I'm trying to do is make a stand for something that I truly believe is right. I truly believe is right. I don't want to be like you. Come on, man. I'm the face of boxing. I'm the cash cow. I hold the record for pay-per-view.
My drop, I know my drop, I know my situation. I don't want to fight. But it's gonna be very difficult for both of us.
ThaBoxingvoice.com.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of the Boxing Voice, where we're going to be doing an immediate reaction show to the Alex Doomsday Lainez and the Alex Canadian Russian McGregor fight that took place in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, part of TBV Promotions, #Border Wars. So if this is something that you're not interested in, you should be checking out right now. We're talking TBV Boxing, our little, I don't know. It's a couple of young guys in there, so we can't call it an old-timers league, but definitely a little boxing league that's developed kind of our own little fight club. And this fight has caused a lot of comments in that Patreon feed. I'm believing it's over 100 comments as we speak. The fight's only dropped less than 24 hours ago. And already the Patreon fight fans have been matchmaking. But we're going to get, obviously, a word from the winner. And we should have our losing opponent, who is willing and very interested in coming back on the second TBV Promotions, whether that be another Border Wars or a Valentine's Day Massacre. You just never know. But before we get into all the details, let me go on out to my co-host in the Golden State, everybody's favorite Hunter, the Hipster.
Dollar DiBiase production.
This is a beautiful performance against a very tough guy in Michael Johnson. How do you feel about it?
Fuck that. Conor McGregor.
ThaBoxingvoice.com.
You know me, Larry. From a wicked entrance, from a flip over the rope into a knockout. Now, when here the main thing is, I just hope the guy, I wish.
ThaBoxingvoice.com.
Yes, the Hipster's here. Haters beware. And Mr. Doomsday Lainez got the victory. Unanimous decision. Definitely go watch it. Entertaining scrap. Patreon.com/ThaBoxingVoice. So cannot wait to hear from the victor himself. Obviously, the loser, the Canadian, obviously, because he's Canadian. He's coming on later, and maybe a future opponent for Mr. Doomsday may make an appearance, because there have been some call-outs for Mr. Doomsday. So cannot wait to chop it up with these awesome panelists here, Nestor Gibbs and Alex Doomsday Lainez, and obviously chop it up with the callers. Should be a good show. #Border Wars.
Looks like we have Bobby Arum, so we will get to the promoters before we get to the fighters. But as you can see from the press conference table, the winner is here to, I guess have his post-fight. Should we get to Bobby Arum, or should we go straight to the champions, Max Kellerman HBO style, or at least the winner? Let's this is a guy I think I need to be putting on my promoter hat now, because this is a guy that I've been bringing up on TBV for some time now. We've introduced him to the public, various sparring sessions. He was infamous for getting in there with one of Deontay Wilder's guys, when no one had the balls to do it. Doomsday got up in there. Some Boxing Voice listeners were privy to seeing a few of his amateur fights. Not that he has a lot, took up the sport late. And, being a friend of the show, we put those amateur fights out there. And then he was a participant on Border Wars. And the Canadian Russian McGregor stepped up to the plate to give him a formidable challenge is what we thought. But let the winner address how that fight went. Doomsday, what's going on, brother?
What's going on? I mean, I want to know what the questions are. Well, what does the TVV fan want to know about my performance and the 3 rounds that the Russian Conor McGregor went ahead and danced with the devil?
Well, I mean, why don't you tell us more or less your assessment of the Russian McGregor opening bell? What did you see? Because from the comments, people feel like you were they're calling you a gentleman. They're saying you were a stand-up guy because they seem that you hurt McGregor, but they also feel like Manny Pacquiao that you don't have that killer instinct, that you didn't go for the kill when he was on wobbly zap Judah legs.
Did you play with your food? Is what the people want to know.
Hey, look, I'm going to tell you, first off, hats off to the Viking. You know what I mean? Because he took some good shots, and I know a lot of guys, even in sparring, would have never been able to take those shots and keep coming forward. So kudos to him for being able to come forward. Look, man, when you get in there with me, you know, you can say all you want, you know, from the outside in, but when you're in there, the timing and distance, that's everything to me. You know, and usually that's what kind of offsets my opponents. And I felt like Russian Conor McGregor had a rough time timing me coming in. And but his aggression and his grit to fight, he wanted to fight. He wanted to fight. He just couldn't figure out, you know, the Doomsday Vinci Code. You know what I mean?
So you feel it was a dominant performance?
Come on. I mean, you know, you guys mentioned I had him hurt. Yeah, true, I did have him hurt. You know, you got to have respect for the sport, though. You know what I mean? Give kudos to a guy who's coming up against an amateur. And, you know, guy had some training. He probably went really hard on his conditioning and all that. But, you know, the sport of boxing is just it's real mental. And a lot of muscles have to be conditioned for a long time in order for you to react the way you're supposed to in that ring. And like I said, he tried his shots, you know, and I just felt like I had it all in control from the opening bell. I was having a blast. I had him with that right hand, and you know, he stumbled back. He was knocked out on his feet. You know, the guy was knocked out. You know, I didn't finish him. You know,
knocked out. I mean, some would question that wasn't a knocked out or even a legitimate knockdown, since the referee didn't give him an 8 count.
It should have been.
Yeah, you know, the referee didn't give him the count. You know, he did come back from it right away, but if you see his legs, he did a dance for me, all right? He did a fucking dance, all right? And then he leaned into the ropes and came back. He would have came back to another right hand, it would have been curtains.
I don't know, man. Some are saying that they're comparing it to Devin Alexander and Marcos Maidana. They're saying that you were holding excessively, not allowing the Russian McGregor to do his work on the inside.
I mean, you know, in this sport of boxing, you got to understand, you know, you know, they might have said I was excessive, but you go back, look at the tape. I might have held like 3 times. And then in those 3 times, the referee quickly broke it up. But, you know, away for, you know, sometimes when I'd pepper him with a shot, he'd get frustrated and he'd come after me, you know, trying to like attack me real aggressive. So, you know, in cases like that, just grab him up, put him in his place, and get back to work. You know, I was displaying what Sweet Science is about. You know, counter punching and all that.
I never heard the Sweet Science having anything to do with clinching.
Yes, you have.
No.
Hold on. Mayweather didn't use the clinch.
Sweet Science.
Ward hasn't used the clinch.
Science is hit and not be hit.
Lonnie Laura hasn't used the clinch.
Oh, no. We're not disputing
that use the clinch.
Listen, Matt. We're not disputing whether or not clinching is used. That's not what we're disputing. What we're disputing is trying to throw in a phrase like clinching or word like clinching in a phrase that's synonymous with boxing, like the
it is. Let's not get lost in the details. When you said you just defined it yourself right now by saying that you are not to get hit. That's the sport of boxing. And when you clinch, when you got a guy mad dog, and you're
but if you're not hurt, why are you holding the guy?
Well, if I don't see an opportunity,
you're using it You're
Hold
using
up.
it as a defensive tactic.
Let me answer that question for you. Let me answer that.
The rules.
Let me answer that question. When a guy's coming at you like that, you're not always going to have a straight shot or a counter punch, and your third option usually is to grab and hold.
What about the third option being your fucking legs?
Well, to grab and hold and then to move him and then reposition.
Yeah, reposition.
I don't see Floyd clinching people.
Yes, you do.
No.
Oh my God.
Yes, he does. He
I don't know why
he clinched my Donna. He tried to clinch my Donna.
I don't see Pacquiao clinching. I don't see, there's a lot of fighters that don't clinch.
That's true. That's true. Not all fighters put it in their repertoire.
Wait, hold on. Pacquiao and clinch Jeff Horn a lot.
We're not gonna get caught up on just one comment because obviously,
stupid comment.
there were many comments. I mean, some people tried to criticize your technique, saying that your left hook, that your left hook was also very sloppy. For you to be an amateur, people expected more. They wanted the knockout. They think you've lost that killer instinct. Are you in that Manny Pacquiao realm where you don't want to hurt your opponent?
I'm telling you right now, the TBV they wanted to see the KO, and in the beginning of the promotion, I asked, and I said, "How do you guys want me to do this?" You know what I mean? And nobody really commented on that, so I decided to have fun. But if you guys want to see the KO, hey, who's next? Who's next? Who's next to step in that four corners? You know what I mean? I'm gonna lay them out. So who's the one that's willing to step up now and really exchange? Who wants to brawl? Who wants to see the knockout?
Well, what about the naysayers out there that are saying, well, you had an unfair advantage. You weighed more than your opponent. You clinched him. You made him tired. You were the bigger man. So it was an unfair advantage.
Well, that's a given. I had maybe I don't know how much he had gotten down to, but about a 15-pound weight advantage. That's another reason why I chose not to go for the finish. Like I said, you play any other sport, but you don't play boxing. So, I made sure that I like I said again, kudos to Russian Conor McGregor. I'm not trying to take anything from him because at the end of the day, he kept coming. But could I have finished it? Yeah, could have finished it. But
is it a different fight if you're at his weight?
If I get down to 175, all right, which I don't think he was 175.
He was 185 on fight night.
Yeah. So, if he gets down, I had maybe like a 12 to 13-pound advantage on him. You know what I mean? But if I get down to 175, nothing's going to change. All that's going to change is that he's going to get peppered with more shots because I'm going to be more active.
He or anyone, because there's been some, I wouldn't call it a challenge. I'm not going to necessarily put words in anyone's mouth, but the public, at least most recently, has so far, all the fights are not out, but has so far, I don't know, Matt, get involved. I mean, do you feel the public is already deemed the next Doomsday opponent?
Absolutely.
Or
absolutely. I think the public is already demanding.
Victim. You just never know.
This show has a long history of battling with the UK audience. To only make sense that we get someone from the UK.
Oh yeah,
and we bring them over here.
The red coats are coming.
Lessons. We teach them how we handle business over here on the East Coast and the West Coast. We can do that any day of the week. I'm pretty sure, even though it wasn't a direct call out, it was a call out. Because when you got asked about it, and if you don't know who we're talking about, we're talking about the only Coach Midi himself.
Who the fuck is that guy?
Ooh, shots fired. Damn.
Who the fuck is that guy?
But listen, that fight can't even happen. We don't know. I mean, Midi walks around at 160. He would have to want to pack on muscle.
I mean, he did say all challenges. He said all challenges. He said he'll take it all.
I know. I think he did send me a message saying that he'll take like from 160 to 175. So maybe
175 in 7 months. Can Doomsday cut 20 pounds?
Can he cut? Can he cut the weight in 6 to 7 months? And is he going to be effective? But you know what? I don't want to disrespect your opponent, who also will be back on the second TBV Promotions card in what seems to be a big fight. We can't go on the record yet saying what's next for McGregor, but he does have his own announcement, and he would like to address the public. So we're going to bring on the Canadian, Russian, Conor McGregor. Alex, I have no clue how to pronounce Trazovov.
How's it going, guys?
Alex, what's up, brother? First and
Can you guys
foremost,
hear
we want to thank you for being a stand-up guy, you know, putting in first the work in the gym and the dedication there, getting on the actual plane, being in Fort Lauderdale, facing off, stepping in the ring. All that took courage, and obviously our hat goes out to you. Your performance, you know, while it could be criticized, it could also be, you know, piped up on a pedestal for what you did, getting in there with a guy that's, you know, 15 pounds heavier than you. Now, let's get right into this interview. Was that 15 pounds a difference? You know, for us fight fans, we're sitting here on the lines, we're watching you guys in the ring. We don't necessarily know how much 15 pounds really is an advantage or disadvantage. How was it for you on fight night?
No, I think 15 pounds wasn't that much of a difference, just like Doomsday said. The biggest difference was the difference in skill, because I'm obviously not trained enough to do this on the same level. He had more training than I did, right? But the punches were strong. I was able to take them. Could he taking me out at the end of the day? Probably. I don't doubt it, but I did my best, right? I stood my ground, and ultimately somebody called me a novice fighter, which I am. There's nobody was trying to pretend that I'm an expert at this, right? I had a grand total of 3 months of training, you know, so I think I did phenomenally well for the amount of training that I did, right?
Absolutely. And that's why I think that you're a fan favorite for the second one, because people are saying to themselves, well, if he went in there and he didn't take a knee, he didn't need an 8 count from Doomsday, who has amateur experience, well, then he's going to fare up good versus a couple of other 175 to 185 pounders out there who are simply novice like yourself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, true that. And just to respond to that, the knockdown or not the knockdown, he did rattle me 100%. I went wobbly with it for a second. I was able to recover quickly, just like you said. But for that punch, I felt definitely, right? So it was just, I don't know. I had a lot of fun. I just like he was saying, kudos to me, man. Kudos to him. I learned a lot, and he's a great fighter. He's very precise. That was the biggest kind of realization that I found when we were fighting, because he was looking for holes, and he was getting me every time, which is something for me to work on, right? Like it's a progress thing for me, right? I take it as a personal challenge more than anything else, right? Like you guys look at it as more entertainment. For me, it's personal challenge of how to become a better fighter, right? So I think it was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it.
Now, Alex McGregor, do you feel that Mr. Doomsday Lainez took his foot off the gas pedal and let you survive for 3 rounds? Or do you think that he just could not finish you?
No, I don't think he took his gas off the pedal necessarily. There was a little bit too much clinching. I agree with that, because it kind of prevented me from being a little bit more active. But that said, though, it's a decision that you make in the ring. You know, like I don't know. Like criticizing for that, I think it's a little unfair. You just, if you're in the ring and you make those decisions, that's what they are. They're your decisions. Nobody else should say, "Oh, you should do it this way, you should do it that way," because everything changes once you're in the ring. It's completely different. It's you know, it's not sparring. It's not play fighting. It's war, right? So you make decisions, but that you think are going to be right for you, and that's it. I have no problem with that fight whatsoever.
McGregor, I have one for you. Do you think that the difference was in the actual training, or had you felt that type of power in sparring?
I felt that type of power in sparring before. There were a couple of shots, like she got me with a really good body shot, and the one that rattled my face, that was my head. That was quite significant. But I've had that before, so that wasn't necessarily it. I think the precision was the biggest advantage, because I don't have that same precision, and I'm not as quick as he is, right? So I think that was the biggest advantage for me, where I couldn't, just like you said, I couldn't figure out how to approach him, right? Because I didn't have enough experience to kind of like play with a point like that, right? So, but I did my best, right? And I got a couple of shots in at least. So, yeah.
What sort of confidence has this particular fight given you to move forward?
Mostly, I think that I can survive an opponent that's higher skilled than me, and it just gives me motivation to keep going, right? Like I kind of liked it. I really enjoyed the whole thing, right? So yeah, it's just more training, getting better and better, and you know, maybe there's an opportunity for me to start doing amateur fights in Calgary here. So maybe I'll start doing that. We'll see. We'll see how the things progress, right?
Is that your big announcement?
Well, was that the big announcement that Bobby Arum had planned for today?
I am not sure what you guys are talking about, to be honest. I was gonna say that I'm not committing to doing the second Border Wars yet, because there's a couple of things that are kind of, you know, affecting me within that, but I'm not really sure what that one announcement would be. So maybe there was some miscommunication, but yeah, like in principle, I wouldn't mind doing the second one, but let's not commit me just yet.
Oh, that is going to be a letdown to some of the viewers that had already been making matchups in the comment section. But McGregor, we always want to, you know, thank you and let you know that this platform is open to you, and so is the next promotions, whether that be this one or whatever is to come in the future. You know, you were a graceful opponent even in defeat, so you're always welcome around the TBV crew.
I appreciate you guys. I had a lot of fun, and again, shout out to Doomsday. Like, he was a great opponent. I think we had a great fight, and ultimately this was entertaining for everybody involved. So I think it was a great success.
Well, all right. There you have it. Alex, the Russian Canadian McGregor. Now that definitely is a letdown to hear that the man may not be coming back. I know that the TBV listeners had things lined up for him. No one really gave him the cold shoulder because we understood that he was in there with a higher level of opponent. But speaking of higher level, Doomsday might be in his next fight going up against someone that is more experienced than himself, someone that has been taking this sport serious for some years now. And if Coach Midi decides, Matt, to step up to the plate, take that Doomsday challenge, he could easily, in one fight, become the most popular Boxing Voice promoted fighter in history, because there is an opportunity. I mean, I have to put my commentator hat on.
A fucking thing.
I got to put my commentator hat on right now, Matt, and I'm going to say, I seen Coach Midi. It would be different if I would say, and I seen him on tape or on video on YouTube. No. I seen him in the flesh on multiple times, but I got the privilege to watch him spar multiple opponents. I seen a six-pack. I seen the explosiveness on the heavy bag after sparring multiple rounds and running up and down flights of stairs and doing tires and all this strenuous work. I seen that. And I've seen this guy, Alex Doomsday Lainez.
Not trained.
Blue. I've seen his lip turns blue. I've seen him clinch a lot.
Get out on the gym.
I seen him want to rip his gloves off because he's so tired. So I don't know. I don't know if I'm pointing to the easy work or what.
Oh,
I don't know. What would the betting lines open up? Well, I mean, you tell me. You got a guy that right now is probably, he jumps on the scale right now on this live video. He's probably 208 right now. He won that last fight with Alex. You know what he did after he won that fight? He's been a Dairy Queen. He's eating all types of burgers. He can't lie to me.
Well, no, he has been running in the park with the
203 is my max that I've gotten, baby. Come on, go to the IG. The work is being put in.
You tell me, Matt. 203. He's got to drop 28 pounds to meet Coach Midi, who has 7 fights. 7 fights in front of the lights, cameras, and an audience. He's selling tickets, man. He came to my gym with Team Midi shirts. He does this shit. He eats, sleeps. This is his fucking life. Okay? When he's not fighting, he's training. So I'm not even going to ask Coach Midi, is he going to step up to the plate? The real question is here, can Doomsday make that contracted 175-pound weight?
I don't know.
Are you kidding me? 7 months?
I don't know.
7 months? Are you kidding me? Sign me up.
Matt, turn his microphone off. Turn his microphone off.
Sign me up.
Turn his microphone off. Yo, is he going to be able to make that weight? Is he going to do the same Doomsday, or is it going to be his fucking Doomsday come 7 months from now and he's dropped all this weight? He's 33 years old trying to drop 28 pounds? Is it healthy? I don't know.
I'll put it this way. The weight is obviously a huge issue, but it's not the only issue. Like you said, you've seen Coach Midi. I've seen Coach Midi. I've seen him on tape. The guy is good. The guy's fast. He has explosive hands. His footwork's pretty good. He would give Doomsday some issues, especially if Doomsday has a compounded issue with a weight.
Punches and bunches, okay? He punches in bunches. In bunches. And he got that Mayweather stab jab. Boom, he darts that jab to the stomach.
And I've been next to Midi. You know, I met him in the flesh. I haven't, seen him spar live, but I've met him at the TBV party.
You mean at the parties that he doesn't drink at, Matt? The parties that he doesn't smoke at? Because he's living this fighter's life. What about Doomsday? What's Doomsday doing? What's Doomsday doing? When Midi's drinking fucking water, huh? Talking.
Drinking that Hennessy.
Oh, is that is he smoking right now? Oh, he's disrespecting the sport.
Mayorga over here.
Let me tell you something, bro. Mayorga. Get out of here. Listen, everybody got a plan until they feel the power. I'm that guy. You ever played Street Fighter? I'm the guy that hits you once, your whole bar go down. All right. So you go ahead and talk about punches and bunches and all that. As soon as you feel that, boom.
All right. You talk about bars. We're gonna set the bar right now. Coach Midi wants a fair fight. 175 pounds. Every pound you're overweight is $100 weight limit fee. You could only be 3 pounds overweight. If you're over that 3rd pound, fights automatically off. You lose on the scales.
Sign me up. You just changed my life, Coach Midi. I'm going to get healthy and kick ass. So let's go.
I mean, look, we don't know. Coach Midi, he's not the A side, but he's a brand. So maybe the $100, weight limit, what is it called here, Matt? Help me out, Matt. Where are you?
The fee.
No.
A penalty. It's a penalty.
That's right. $100 pound per pound penalty. Maybe not enough for him. Maybe he feels that Doomsday does a Daniel Jacobs. You know that Doomsday has trained with Daniel Jacobs' strength and conditioning coach. He might already have that information in the back of his mind. Like, Hondi told me, don't make that weight. Fuck that. We're gonna pay the $300 and beat, Midi at a heavier weight. I mean,
hey, listen, you said it yourself.
That's some shenanigans. But you know what? That's some experience level shit right there.
Well,
if you have a penalty and you can afford to pay it, why not?
I know that's why the coach might raise that penalty. And the coach, listen.
I mean, there's already a verbal contract out there that you, the promoter, has put out to your fighters. Both men have seemingly
listen, Coach Midi is still the fighter. I'm only the promoter. Midi could negotiate. He doesn't have to love that contract. He doesn't.
Is Midi his own promoter? Is he getting promoter checks too?
No. He's not getting. He's the fighter. The fighter. hires the promoter. The promoter works for the fighter. He's telling me, yeah, I want this Doomsday fight, but he's also moving up. What do you want me to do? Serve him up on a platter for fucking Doomsday who's coming down from 200 pounds?
I mean,
You want to serve him up?
are you
to,
serving up Midi or are you serving up Doomsday?
He ain't serving me up.
Let me tell you something right now. Doomsday can say what he wants. This is an even match fight right here because Doomsday has to come down. Like, legitimately speaking, he's 30.
That's gonna be hard.
33 years old.
It's a rough.
He's gonna have to drop 28 pounds.
I'm gonna have to go all the way.
And you're facing someone who's doing this for real. So, you know what? Without further ado, fuck all that. Okay? Without further ado, let's go out to the UK. Yo, you gotta holler at Dollar DiBiase, Coach Midi. You can't be about to have a fight and not have an intro. This is ridiculous. Can't get jiggy with this bullshit. Let's go out to Coach Midi in the UK. Midi, what's up?
Yo,
what's up, Midi? What's up?
I hope you can hear me, guys. Like the connection is not too good on my side, so let me know if you have issues hearing me.
You sound solid to us.
Okay, good. Just before I address like the contract and all that, let me tell you quickly about the fight with MacGregor, right? So I've made a few comments saying that I was expecting more from Doomsday, and that's just because of his pedigree, man. The guy is an amateur, and he was there. It's true that I call MacGregor a novice. I'm actually retracting my statement. He's more than a novice, man. He was not doing anything out there, and I understand that he's only trained for 3 months, but he could have done a little bit more. My point was that, I wanted Doomsday to do a bit more. I didn't want Doomsday to go out and then knock him out. I just wanted him to show the skills. I wanted him to show the angles. I wanted him to show, the smart work there. And we keep talking about boxing being like, it's chess and not checkers. And Doomsday was in front of the checkers players, and he decided to play checkers with him.
Yeah.
Well, let me tell you something, Coach Midi. Coach Midi, you can't play chess with somebody that can't play chess. So I had to play checkers. You know what I mean?
You checkmate him quick. That's it.
I had to play checkers. You can only listen. Styles make fights, and you can only look good as the opponent. You know what I mean? Tries to get at you.
Let me tell you the way I'm comparing this. I'm comparing this with the fight between Hurricane and Chandu. Like, don't get me wrong. I think
Hurricane was going in for the kill.
Exactly. Don't get me wrong. I think he did the wrong thing by going for the kill. But before that, you could clearly see that Hurricane was just thinking 2 or 3 moves ahead. Whereas Chandu was thinking about getting in and trying to do a little bit of work without putting too much thoughts behind what he was doing. But if you just really watch what Hurricane was doing, you can see that he was going out there.
Chandu threw more punches though, Coach Midi. He was more active. So when a fighter's more active,
that's what I mean.
That gives you more openings,
No, he was throwing without thinking what he was doing, and he was just doing that as a defensive technique. Anyway, but that's not the fight. That's just the comment that I want.
So what you walking around at right now, Coach Mid?
I didn't make that comment to call you out or anything. Right? It's just like my observation, right? And when I look,
duly respected too. You know what I'm saying? It's not. I'm not the guy that gets all worked up. You know what I mean? I take all criticism. It's like you said, when you're in there, it's a different story. You know what I'm saying?
Oh God.
When you're in there, it's a different story.
Coach, let's get to the fucking meat and potatoes. Do you like the contract?
Yeah, man, I'm cool. I'm cool with the contract. I've got no problem, man.
Oh,
yeah.
Coach, give us a little something. Why are you not afraid of the man that killed Superman?
No, because I've seen, man, I cannot be afraid of someone who's thanking me for changing his life. He just said it. He said, "Thank you for changing my life. I'm going to train,"
Oh, that's good. Oh, so you're looking at it as you're going to teach him a lesson then?
No, it's a bit like, Conor McGregor. I don't know. I know you don't follow the guy, but before one of his fights, he said to the guy who accepted to fight him, he said, "Oh, he went out and called his wife, said, 'Break out the red panties, man. I'm fighting McGregor. He's giving me the opportunity to fight, So Doomsday is doing something like that,
Listen, I want to know what you're walking around at.
So, Coach, are you satisfied with the weight penalty clause? Are you
Yeah,
good?
no, I'm cool. I'm cool. I'm cool with everything. That's all good. And to be honest, like, you know, I like that because I don't like the penalty. It's fine, but I like the fact that, you know, we're just like helping ourselves to become better version of ourselves. Doomsday is gonna train hard. I'm gonna train hard, and it's good to, you know, that's all good.
Yeah, no, you've officially got me. I gotta go hard, man. Oh shit.
So Midi, just so the public knows, I mean, obviously you guys can sign up to ThaBoxingvoice.com, excuse me, Patreon.com/ThaBoxingvoice to see Midi spar about 2 people. But how many punches per round would you estimate that you throw? Because I feel like you have a high output for sure.
Yeah, I do tend to have a high output. To be honest, I don't know. Like, you know, I'll be lying if I tell you I know my punch stats, but I do have a high output. You know, I like to come forward when I can. I like to throw the fence to let the other guy initiate the exchange, but then when it comes to me letting my hand go, and I let them go and, you know, try to capitalize on any mistakes there.
Can you even make 175, Coach Midi?
I walk around at 175.
Oh,
that's how much you weighed when I saw you.
So he's gonna Midi, don't say any more information. This guy's already trying to scout you before shit happens.
I come down in weight when I fight. Like the next fight I'm having in September, I'm gonna fight at 157. So, you know.
I don't know, Coach, man. You were, so when I saw you were 175?
Yeah, definitely. Like, I go 175 tops, right? So
I thought you were like.
So that means that you can actually prepare with your strength and conditioning coach to put on a little more muscle, since you know that the old version of Doomsday likes to be, you know, rough on the inside, holding you and clinching you. Now, do you feel him coming down at this age, 34, 33? You think that 28 pounds that he's going to have to come down to make weight can affect him? I mean, you do this for real.
It will. I'm not going to lie. Like, it's a lot of weight to come down to, but, you know, I feel that, you know, if I was Doomsday coach, I would want him to be at around 185, right? And I would just like, and I actually think that, you know, if he
his professional coach, right, the one that wants him to train under him for real, who actually has fucking, you know, skills, terrific, who's trained multiple pros. He said he should come down, I think, 160. I mean, obviously not in a shot. He's not saying Doomsday, I need you to start any tournaments at 160, but eventually when he wants to turn pro, it should be shooting to get to 160.
Wasn't that Kevin?
I would agree with 170, because when I see Doomsday in his stature and his height and everything, he's gonna find it tough fighting at anything above 175, because the guys there are monsters in terms of like size, right?
I don't know, Matt. I need you to interject here.
I think Doomsday at 160.
Just compare Doomsday. Wait a minute, Midi. Compare Doomsday to Marcus Brown, Matt. And you've seen Marcus Brown up close in sparring, not having to make that 175 limit. I mean, I don't think there's a difference.
Well,
except that Doomsday isn't ripped the fuck up.
No, there is a difference. There's a height difference. There's going to be a reach difference.
Marcus is taller. Marcus is taller than Doomsday.
Absolutely. That's what I'm saying.
Compared to Joe Smith, like, you know, for example, or Andre Ward or anything. Those guys are tall, and those guys, like, they come on fight night probably around like 183, 184, and they're powerful guys. So, Terrific is correct. We're saying that with this height, maybe like 160 is right, but it's gonna be tough, like, because he's coming from 200 pounds, right?
I'm going to 175. You ain't seeing me.
Yeah, but I mean, 7 months, yo. I mean, if you can't lose 28 pounds in 7 months,
that's 4 pounds a month.
You got fucking problems, bro.
That's 4 pounds a month.
4 pounds.
It's 4, yeah, but you got to consistently lose 4 pounds every month for 7 months. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, break out the violins, Matt. I think somebody's already pulling out the fight.
Nah,
Play the soundbite. I smell pussy.
He got a fucking 7-month training camp. Name another professional fighter.
Hercules. Man, get out of here. I'm gonna make the weight. I gotta get down anyway.
So wait, is it? You guys accepted? Say yes. You know, make this shit official.
I accepted at the moment the comment was made.
Hell yeah, he would look good at 175.
Oh no, at 175 is over.
But would he be strong? That is the question. Would he be the same guy?
I think, like, you know, from what I've seen, right, and I haven't seen like too many of his other fights, but I see like Doomsday relies on his, like, obviously his power, his knockout power.
Yeah, Midi got the plan already. All work, easy work.
But going in there, you don't slug with a slugger, right? So I would never go there and try just to outpower him, because obviously I would be to his advantage. But I can guarantee you that from what I see, I think, like, you know, moving around, it's gonna be quite easy to be elusive with Doomsday. And
talk that shit. Talk that shit, Coach Midi. Midi, let me ask you something. The last piece of the contract that we haven't come to an agreement on, which obviously could change according to the fucking gym we use, but not if we go to DR, that's for sure. We'll buy the fucking gym for the day. But it's the minute rounds. I know you're a 2-minute guy. What about for this fight? Knowing Doomsday gets those lips purple like fucking Barney, you know what I'm saying? Would you want to take him to 3-minute rounds to kind of drown him in the deep water?
Yeah, you keep saying my lips turn blue. My mouthpiece is blue.
I'm okay with either, right? But, you know, I think it's safer for people to fight 2-minute round at our level. But, you know, if you guys, you know, say in a contract that is 3 minutes, I'm ready to spar 3 minutes rounds, you know. So.
You've seen him. You know how strong he is. You can't win.
Ooh.
You can't win.
We will see. Midi, let me get to Robbie Hearns in the UK. He's trying to sign you, Midi, but you remember, man, you know, I'm Ness Heyman. You don't even need a promoter when you work with me.
Dollar DiBiase Productions.
BJ was gonna beat me, then yeah, you think he's gonna beat me. He got smashed.
Why is Walter so damn nice, brother? This guy has been pro for like 8 years, 9 years. If Walter wants some of his work, he can definitely get it on ASAP.
ThaBoxingvoice.com.
Robbie Rob in the UK, talk to us.
Rob.
All right. Well, let's go out to Bobby Arum, who's on the line. Bobby, what's up?
Bobby up to his old tricks.
Bobby?
Looks like we have nobody.
Hey, boys, you guys there?
Yeah, we're here, buddy.
Yo, can you guys hear me or not?
Yes.
You guys have to forgive, man. I'm at Latino Fest right now. But, you know, I just wanted to talk quickly about Doomsday, man, and just say, Doomsday, no one's going to give him credit. My own boy didn't give him credit, but Doomsday was a gentleman there, man. Had he wanted to, he wouldn't have just stepped on the gas, man. He would have stepped on his neck and cracked McGregor, man. That's just the truth. If you can't see it, A, you're not honest, or B, you don't know shit about boxing, man. That's simple.
Bobby, you know, everyone knows you're Canadian, so coming on here being nice, that doesn't impress me at all. I want to know who you picking. Doomsday,
nice.
Doomsday or Coach Midi. The fight is signed. Contracts are out and back. Everything is done. All we're looking now for is locations.
Listen, I hate to be that guy because both guys I like very much, but I'll keep it 100. For me, it's Doomsday, man. Doomsday. Until someone could rattle the legend of Doomsday, man, it exists, and it's proven and it's true.
Dude, classic Bobby. He's trying to be nice to Doomsday because he's been trying to get Doomsday to be the coach at Team Canada for like weeks now.
But let me tell you, there's people picking Midi by stoppage. There's people picking Midi by stoppage.
And perhaps, man, I'm just honestly excited to see a top caliber fight. I want to see Doomsday at the highest level, and I hope Midi can bring it out. I've seen Midi sparring; he looks fantastic as well. But that power, man, Alex can say what he wants. he's sparred with big guys in the gym. No one's ever put him on the stinky leg like that. Made him dance the crypt like Doomsday did. So I have my parade here today, guys.
You got that champions parade?
Here. You can hear the live music, man. They're about to give me my belt here and make it official. So, boys, I gotta go, but man, keep it up and great job on that fight, Doomsday. Congrats, and Midi, congrats.
Jose, we love you. Oh. Rob, send me a message in the chat if you're ready this time. Are you ready? Robbie Hearn's right here. Are you? I know we got Donald on the line. Donald, we're going to you too, and he can possibly be a
West Coast.
Yeah, a future TBV promotions fighter. He will have to go through the registration, see if he can. You know, we're getting so many submissions right now. We have to do a screening process, obviously. You know, things have to be in order. All the boxes must be checked. But yeah, it looks like Rob is ready. Rob, unfortunately, we can't do a double intro, but give me a mic check. Are you there? Rob?
Yeah, you hear me now?
We hear you now. What's up, brother? Robbie Hearn in the flesh.
Yeah, what's going on there? Trying to steal my fire.
No, man, listen, you know, I'm Ness Heyman, brother. I don't sign fighters to promotional contracts. I just get him the best fight.
Right, yeah, okay, that's cool. I just want to say, first of all, on the count of three, if you can all holler at the top of your voices, at the top of your lungs, fuck the Canadians. 1, 2, 3.
Fuck the Canadians.
Cool. Yeah, I just want to say about the fight, you know, Doomsday's got his equalizers there with his big guns, and I mean, I just heard Midi saying he was that was not a problem, but I think at first in the first round, you know, they didn't throw anything, and I think obviously Doomsday was trying to figure out where the guy's beard finished and his chin began. But yeah, as far as Midi, you know, I know, you know, like I say, he's my fighter. I know my fighters inside out. The guy walks around at 175. And,
he's your fighter, huh?
Oh yeah, he's my boy. Yeah, I got him. I'm possibly going to go and film his fight in September. So we've got some footage of Midi, but I might not have to send it because I don't want Doomsday getting the inside track. You know.
Yeah, we don't want him getting scared. He's already got a lot on his plate trying to make the weight.
Yeah, well, he doesn't want much on his plate if he's trying to make weight. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean. It better be greens on his plate.
Yeah, but yeah, I think Midi's the real deal, and you just heard him, and that's a confident boy, man.
Is he confident or what? He sounds almost like a UK version of Mayweather or something.
He is cool as ice, that boy. I'll tell you, he's got it. And
I really don't think your fighter's gonna make it. I don't think he's gonna make it.
Down for this. He's down for this. Don't you worry. Don't you worry about that.
Are you going Mystic Mac? Are you going Mystic Mac and calling out a knockout in the first?
Listen, he's going away the first round. Mark my words.
Oh
dear! Oh
shit!
You can't run bombs on targets that ain't there, buddy.
You know, Rob, you've been doing this for a while. You know, you've been promoting fighters for a long time now.
Yeah.
We've heard fighters say they're going to get a knockout, but Doomsday's relying on power that he had at 200 pounds. Is he going to be the same puncher at 175?
Well, he's going to have to pay that $300 just so he's got the 178. You know what I mean? Because he's going to want that extra power. But like I say, you can't land bombs on targets that ain't there, buddy. I'll tell you. Because it's going to be a pity when Midi is the hero of your city.
Oh man, yo, Midi has the crowd. He's the crowd favorite. Doomsday. I don't know. You think it's a thing of the name? Is it the name too scary?
I think it's the promotion.
The Doomsday wagon.
He got the UK promotion right now. That's why he's hot stuff right now. I'm telling you. I seen him at the gym. His head's too
Were you
small.
there? Were you there in person?
Yeah, I was there in person. I saw him spar.
So you were there when he sparred?
Yeah. I was there when he got out of the ring and he went right to work to the bag and you were hitting the bag with him. The guy had some gas
this is what has to be said, Doomsday. You see, Doomsday isn't going to tell you what I'm going to tell you, right? You know, what really happened is that Midi came to the gym, but he didn't have all his equipment. Like he just showed up. He got in there and sparred 2 fighters with no hand wraps,
no mouthpiece,
no waist protector, no mouthpiece. That's the man that you're gonna back against Doomsday. One that is balls to the wall, all heart. Just keep that in the back of your mind when you start placing those bets. Keep that in the back of your mind.
Anybody can be beat.
A man that is disciplined enough not to breathe with his mouth open so he doesn't fucking lose half his tongue out there. This is a disciplined man. I don't know, Doomsday. This is the most dangerous fight you've been in.
I think Coach Midi is going to bring the breath.
Now, do you find that disrespectful that people will be calling this your toughest test till date, and it's a guy moving up in weight?
I mean, I think people are really undermining what happens when I touch you.
Oh,
you know what I mean? But like I said,
but are you keeping in mind like your power may not be there dropping down?
It's not. This is not something that I gotta work for. Listen, bro, this power is God given.
Had your kids, had your wife.
You get touched. I don't care if you're 300 pounds. I don't care how much you weigh. I touch you, but you're gonna feel it, and I'm gonna shake those knees. So I mean, I look at
the last time you have been 175 pounds.
I am not going. What am I going to say? High school?
So in high school, were you touching guys and they were going to fuck to sleep?
Yeah, well,
there's no proof of that. There's no proof.
These are street fights anyway. I mean, you know what I mean? This is not. This is a real matchup against a real coach who understands the sport. I know what I'm getting into. Even though he's coming up in weight and, I might be still a little stronger than him, even though he's counting on draining me with the weight, all he's going to do is get me in better shape.
Do you feel confident taking this fight, being as though your trainer, who's a world-class trainer in the actual boxing industry, has seen Coach Midi firsthand? You don't necessarily have to bring him tape, even though there's tape of that sparring footage. Just sign up to patreon.com/ThaBoxingVoice to see Coach Midi in multiple sparring sessions, as well as Alex in his win over McGregor and various other matches. But yeah, I mean, are you confident that Terrific has seen this guy firsthand and he's put A-God in there with him? Which, if you bring Bobby Arum back, he'll tell you that he felt A-God was doing better than Midi. He felt that A-God was avoiding a lot of Midi shots and making Midi just kind of look silly, missing. And A-God, let's be honest, he's like 58 years old, maybe 55. How old is? I'm exaggerating. How old is A-God, Matt? Come on, put an age on him.
I have no idea.
You seen him? Put an age on him. You've been in the gym with him. Put an age on him.
Man, he
38 to 42.
38?
Are you crazy?
Yo, what the hell?
He's 47, easy. 47. 47 the least, man.
Oh, really? You didn't look like he was 47.
And look, bro.
Well, you don't look 38. Damn it.
Oh,
you trying to say Info Joe's like 60?
Info Joe's in his mid to late 40s.
Yo, Info Joe's like 39, B.
There's no way.
You just don't know your own friend's age. Listen, let me get out to somebody that knows about boxing. And I'm pretty sure has watched these fights. Oh, actually, we got to get to Donald, right? He's been waiting. Donald in Richmond, what's up, brother?
What's up, y'all? I like how y'all have all this stuff going on. It gets me excited because for the longest, I've always tried to set something up like that with my friends and my cousins and stuff, and I always get friends that I know from high school that are really in shape, muscular guys, and I always be like, come to the gym, come spar. And these guys, they always act like they so athletic, but they never come to the gym. And then my cousin, he's like a heavyweight. And I always pick at him. I always be like, let's spar. And then he always goes for so long not wanting to spar with me. And then he always tells me he'll kick my ass. And I go, if you're going to kick my ass, why does it always take so long for me to get the match going with you? I like being real competitive like that. So I like that what you guys got going on. Definitely, you guys keep this up, keep it going more. Just try to be more fair and strict on weight. That way, when the matchup happens, nobody's too far on the weight against anyone.
No,
So if the other guy loses, the guy can.
I don't know when you tuned in, but as you can see now, we even got weight penalties. I mean, with every promotion, it's going to get better, and we learn from the first. And obviously, we learned that, weight limits have to be respected. And, that's why this fight is going to be at a contracted weight that both fighters agree. And there's a weight per pound penalty.
Mm-hmm.
But Donald, I don't want to ask
you
I don't want to ask you about these fights. I know you didn't watch them. I just seen that you upgraded, so I'm going to give you the time to watch those. What I will ask you is about yourself, because I've already told the TBV listeners that you are a guy that would possibly join. Obviously it is all dependent on the screening process and, you meeting the criteria. But what is your walk-around weight, sir?
My walk-around weight is probably about 167, 168. I mean, I know if I get on the scale right now, I actually got on the scale like 2 days ago and I was like 167.5. So, my walk-around weight is under 170.
And I know I follow you on Facebook. We're Facebook friends. So Donald doesn't have too much body fat that I remember. So Donald, how tall are you though?
About 5'11".
5'11". That's definitely a division that has some action. Obviously, Midi would have been perfect. He loves the fight at 160, but he's already in a bigger fight. But we'll see. 160, that's definitely doable for sure. Do you fluctuate, or is that the only thing?
It's my weight is always usually between 160 and 170. I've tried to go to 175, but that would have to be me eating myself to 175 and just not being active and being out of shape. That would be the only way I would get to that type of weight. I wouldn't be able to make a 175.
Now, based on some of the calls that you've had on this show, I want to say you have some sort of experience, definitely more experience than myself, is what you made it seem like you've sparred in the past. So if you had to count, how many times could you say that you've sparred?
Probably too many times to remember, because even as younger, even as younger, I did a lot of sparring younger, and then I 90 seconds. I wasn't really doing anything. And then within the past couple of years, I tried to get more active into it because because I have a 13-year-old daughter who's trying to get more serious into it. So I said to myself, let me get myself a little bit back more in shape so I can be more active to help her out on what she wants to do. So that's where I am. But I mean, I do go to the me and my daughter, we both go to the boxing gym at least 2 or 3 times a week. And I do spar at least 2 or 3. 60 seconds. We have a day.
Whoa. You spar 2 or 3 times a week?
Yeah. I mean, it's just like I said. For me right now, it's more of a less for exercise and to keep myself in shape and to keep up to part so I can be able to help my daughter. Now, if I was going to be doing something that you guys would got going on, then I would turn it up a little bit more. I mean, even I have a treadmill, speed bag in the garage, and I try to get on the treadmill and run a couple of miles a week. I'll maybe get on the treadmill 2 or 3 times a week, hit the speed bag. But like I said, for right now, it's more of exercise because I'm getting up in age and I don't want to start getting overweight. But if I was going to be in some type of activity, I would definitely crank it up a notch.
10 seconds. And how old are you, Donald? How old are you?
I'm 35.
Man, you sound experienced though, right? That sounds like that even sounds dangerous for an Enrique comeback. I've been sparring all your life. Donald, let me get to some other callers, but definitely check those fights out, man. We got a couple of more immediate reaction shows to do. There's 2 more fights left on Border Wars. So since you just leveled up, get all caught up so we can get you back on the next one for sure. We're going to go out to Amin in New Jersey. Talk to us.
What's good, fellas? You know what? I told y'all before. I don't know what weight class I will fit into, man. But you know what I mean. You just got to do the logistics on it. I'm 6'2".
6'2". Okay. What's the age? What's the age?
I'm 30. I'll be 36 next month in 2 weeks. Matter of fact.
Yo, and I mean, I seen you at the appreciation night. You're not out of shape. So you're 6'2". How much do you weigh? Because you didn't look heavy.
Nah, I walk around at 198.
Oh wow, you're lean as fuck. What? 6'2"? That's great. Wow. 192. So you're a cruiser. Oh my God. Yo.
What we got in the bag? What we got in the bag, Ness Heyman?
Oh my God, we got something. Don't you worry about it. Just stay close to the flock. There's definitely and it's a big fight too. That's a big fight for you. Yeah, that'll put you on the mat ASAP. ASAP. Whoever didn't know will know you. Yeah, that's a good one. Oh, I can't wait. We got to, obviously we got to wait a little bit to announce everything because there's still certain things cooking in the background. Look, the Midi and the Doomsday. I mean, tell me about that. First of all, did you catch Doomsday's opponent or fight with Conor McGregor?
I didn't watch the whole thing, but I've always been big on Doomsday. I think Doomsday is pretty skilled, and I'm not just saying that. Doomsday is pretty skilled. I didn't notice the whole lips turning blue thing. I thought he might have, shot his load a little early, But Doomsday is pretty good, man. Like, he looks good to me. I wouldn't. Midi looked good too, and then when you start talking, because I watched the Midi footage in full detail. And when you first put it out there, I made a lot of comments about it. Midi looked like kind of like a more like Isaac Chalimba. Like Midi was looking all right out there. And that's between the two of them. I think that is a real step up, definitely for Doomsday, and I would even say for Midi because this is a good opportunity for him to see. I'm not trying to take anything away from Midi, but if he's fighting UK, cats, you always got to get in the ring with an American to test your mettle. That's the true mark of a UK fighter. What has he done against American fighters? What has he done against American fighters? So he got to step in there against the real player Hulk Hogan. Papa was a real American, right?
Once I put that American style on him.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
listen, that's an exciting fight.
I definitely
I'm hyped about that one, man.
No, I'm hyped about you, man. Cruiserweight, that's a weight. There's a couple of people that float in that weight. Shit, Enrique is a cruiserweight. Oh my God, you're so much taller than Enrique.
Listen, with all due respect, with all due respect, I wouldn't do that to Enrique. I love Enrique. I think he's cool. I shook hands with the brother. He's a nice-looking guy. He's got the Range Rover. Enrique does not want to get in the ring with me. That's all I'm going to say. Don't do that to Enrique. And I love Enrique. I love him like I love my cousin, man. But don't do that to Enrique. Please don't do that to Enrique.
Oh, shit. Uh-oh.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Not two in a row. You got to give him somebody else first.
Look, you have options at cruiserweight. Believe me, we've gotten the most submissions have been for cruiserweight. It seems like that 28+ year age weight class, really. So there's options, man. The thing is, listen, if you're saying that you're too good for Enrique, you might eliminate a lot of those options based off your gentleman-like behavior. You and Doomsday would serve each other well by going out to have a drink together. Two nice guys and shit, But listen, I just
don't want it to be unfair.
Oh no, of course not. Of course not. Neither do we. But you could always keep Enrique away with the jab if it's that much. Look at what Doomsday did. Finish watching the footage in this one. Let me get to some other calls, but finish watching the footage in that one. Doomsday noticed that he could easily, or we assume he could have gotten a stoppage, right? Because he hurt McGregor for sure in the eyes of the public. Some question the how hurt he was. He didn't get an 8 count from the referee. Was that negligence? or was that pity? I don't know. The point is that a lot is coming from this, and he's gotten a challenge. This is a great challenge, and let me tell you, I'm very excited about this next promotion. I'm so sad that it's 7 months away. I mean, we're targeting dates. I know JD from Texas, he put his date in the hat, and he's looking for January 1st. So the way I calculated, that becomes very difficult, simply because most people would have to leave around the December 27th, have the fight like maybe that Friday, so that we could spend New Year's in DR. Now, look, I wouldn't mind spending New Year's in another country. What I do at home is like just watch the ball drop, amongst family, shit like that, where we're eating. We have like a family gathering, the big old table, and everybody goes to my mom's house, and then when the ball drops, we all fucking drink champagne and make fake New Year's resolutions, hug each other, and we're out after midnight. When I was younger, I would go from there to a club, but I mean, I'm not doing that these days. So to be in DR, on a white sand beach at midnight, watching the fireworks with some bubbly amongst TBV family, oh, that shit would be amazing. Now, if that date doesn't work, there's been another one announced or mentioned of February, which would obviously give most fighters the best training camp, because that would make it almost 8 months away, right? But that date is around Valentine's. For all those guys that decide to get in and they have to bring the ball and chain, well, then make it a fucking vacation, right? And bring the ball and chain again to whatever destination we decide, and have Valentine's wherever the hell we're at after. I say after the fight, right? Like, because you want to fight then, especially if it's New Year's, JD's idea. Like, I would rather get the fight out the way on Friday, so that whatever Tuesday is, we fucking can at least drink, if you're a drinker, But Matt, what about you? You have a storyline that isn't being talked up a lot, and it's understandable. Oh shit, I gotta get back to Rob, man. Let me get back to Rob. Rob, go ahead. I'm sorry. It's horrible over here.
Maddie, be good.
You're right, mate. You hear me, man?
Yeah, loud and clear.
Yeah. Just a couple of points. One, my girl's listening, so if you can stop referring to her as the ball and chain, that'd be good.
I'm telling you, bro.
We all got one.
Yo, yeah, we all got the nudge of the elbow.
Next point.
Tell her it's sheer entertainment.
Yeah, the next point is I just heard Alex's voice, and I thought I just saw an IG post of him running again. I thought he'd be out trying to lose this weight already, but
as soon as the show's over, I'm out.
Was that a me? Was that Amin just now?
Yes, that was. Oh, that's right. You're a cruiserweight. That's right.
Well, borderline, yeah, 210. But I just want to say, you just said about UK fighters, they have to prove themselves by getting a test from an American. Well, we've already seen two really nice Canadians have a little test against Americans, and they come out on top. So, Coach Midi going over there to do it, not a problem.
So Rob, you're 6'2" yourself, right?
6'4", man.
Ooh, 6'4", and you're 210. How lean are you though? How lean are you? Can you get to a 196 or something like that to do a little Amin catch weight?
Yeah, I've got a little bit of timber I could lose.
All right. Well, we'll see. There's a screening process. Everybody wants to get on this next promotion. Everybody wants to get on this next promotion. So we'll see, but I don't know. 6'4", 6'2", that weight sounds right. What do you think, Matt?
That's the word. That's the word he's gonna hear when I put the mittens on Coach Midi. Timber.
It is Border Wars 2. We have maybe West Coast versus East Coast. We have Canada versus US, US versus UK. It's the theme of the event. So
we all know what happened the last time the Red Coast
Valentine's. If we do it on Valentine's, I think we got to call it, Valentine's Day Massacre. Obviously, if we do New Year's, easily theme it around that. And I think that Rob just came up with the best name. Instead of Border Wars, it's Global Wars.
Global.
Yeah, that's it. Global Wars. We're going international.
Yeah, you know,
not just across the pond. Then I mean, not just across the border with these lovely little Canadians. You're reaching out to far reaches, and there's some hidden gems out across this world, and we're coming.
We all know what happened the last time the English tried to conquer America.
Yeah, well, no, mate. I told you in the chat on them.
All right, buddy. Hey, you're not doing a fucking thing over here.
It's too hot there, mate. Like a bit of rain. It's too hot, buddy. We don't like the weather. It's just a nice drop of rain. That's what we like. Keep everybody miserable like hands of stone. You know.
Rob, I'm gonna go ahead and get on with this. We're gonna thank you for calling in. Obviously, we're gonna finish this up. Listen, now, Matt, I know that you have a couple of other kind of West Coast announcements that need to be made. Keep in mind what is out and what isn't out when announcing these possibilities.
Absolutely. Let me get the list very fast because, you know, I'm a busy guy. You know, I'm promoting a lot of fighters. You know, things get mixed up in my head.
This is exactly why you shouldn't sign to Matt and instead sign to me, who obviously look at
Heyman, don't worry about it. Heyman, why are you arguing with your own promoter here? Come on, man.
Look at Alex though. I've gotten Alex this far. I mean, he's about to be a star with this fight. He's about to be. This is. I'm like Floyd bringing Alex to the UK to fight Gervonta Davis versus whoever he fought. That's Coach Midi right now, the UK guy. You know what I mean?
That's getting me that UK money right now, man. You gotta offer me a lot, man, for me to switch.
No, but wait. Gervonta fought who? Liam Williams or something like that?
Liam Walsh.
Yeah, no. Midi is tougher than Walsh. Yo, Midi throws punches, B.
So official.
I'm just saying, you're in a tough fight.
Official announcements for TBV West, as we like to call it. You know,
announcements or possibilities. I mean,
possibilities. We're call outs. These are official call outs.
Can you throw them in the chat for me real quick? Can you throw them in? Can I see them as you? Can you throw them in the chat or what?
Well, it's on my phone, so I can text it to you.
Yeah, hit me with a copy paste. You know, I get it on my computer.
Hit me with the
copy paste.
Yeah,
obviously, we have in the works JP from Long Beach, aka co-host of TBV West Coast Wake and Bake, aka 2016.
Oh, wait. Stop right there. Stop. How are you gonna say aka co-host? Like, no, aka is supposed to be like also known as like.
Shut up. Doesn't matter, okay? Does not matter.
He got you on the grammar, dog.
Okay, we got JP from Long Beach going against the Gimpy Jay from Orlando.
Oh, what? Whoa.
You messing with the East Coast now.
So we're
Talk me, son. Yo, let's be straight here. Hold on, man.
Sit down. I'm not done yet. I have my announcements, and then you can talk. We have Info Joe calling out anyone over the age of 40. You want some, you can get some. We have Santiago calling out multiple people. He doesn't care. He'll drop the weight. He's calling out Russian McGregor. McGregor, you want to fight? You think you got a tune-up? Come take this tune-up and see what happens, boy. That's all I'm going to say. And we also heard another Dominican Republic. You know, since we're going there most likely, we want to challenge maybe some hometown beef. Dr. Mofongo, you called out that you wanted to fight. Well, you can get one if you want Santiago.
Dr. Mofongo versus Santiago. I like that.
For my boy, Sean Du, who, if you haven't seen it, go to patreon.com/ThaBoxingvoice. We want some revenge. So we're sending our Mikey Garcia, Fern Goli, on Angelo Huracan Habib.
Oh!
We're taking that neck. We're taking that head, and we're bringing it back to the West Coast. And I think that is it as of now.
Now, again, these are possibilities because McGregor has options. He has a lot of
options when you're at 0-1 and you're not a star.
So Santiago's a bigger star than McGregor?
Santiago isn't 0-1.
But McGregor, like you, has at least been on a promotion. Remember, that was your case. That was your case for being a bigger star than others.
A-side, period. Like, it doesn't matter what my record is. I'm always the A-side. Don't worry about it. That's why I always got the most options out of everyone. Santiago just wants to fight. He wants to prove that he's worth something. That all those people that have been doubting him because he's a little bit overweight. He's like, fuck that. I'm gonna cut the weight.
How overweight is he? How much does he weigh? Tell Santiago, press 1 right now. We need to interview you. We got to, you got to go through a screening process. And this is just the, verbal interview portion of this screening. And we need to ask you a couple of questions. I mean, they're saying a catch weight of 180 pounds. Alex, you just getting in and out of the ring with MacGregor. And you know Santiago, you've been at the New York Appreciation Night. You've been at the Las Vegas Appreciation Night. You've seen the sparring footage of him and some of the West Coasters. What do you think about this fight?
Well, let me tell you something. I really didn't get a gauge on how tall Santiago was. How tall is Santiago, Matt?
I think it's taller than me. I think it's like 5'10".
He actually just notified us that he's ready to talk. So we're gonna go ahead and give him that interview process. We'll get you all the statistics. Then you come back and you give me your breakdown because you did share the ring with him. But let's hear from the man, the legend himself, Santiago. Yeah, we're gonna call him now because he went from coach to fighter now. I mean, I definitely dare to be great because I mean, look, he's going at a guy that we know is already at 185 pounds. I mean,
for the record, though, when I threw out that catch weight, I thought McGregor was smaller than that. So we might change the weight.
So you was trying to suck him down? You was trying
I thought McGregor's like 165, 170.
Nah, he weighed 185 against.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me, bro? 165? I would have.
But if he's bigger, that's good though. I'm happy. It makes the weight cut easier. We can change the catch weight.
Yeah, it could go to 185.
Exactly, or 190. We can work it out. Obviously, Santiago's going to come on. We can discuss it with him.
Let's bring on Santiago, but first we need a ring name. I mean, we
call him the Human Box Wreck. That's what we call him.
The Human Box Wreck.
The Human Box Wreck.
The Wrecking Ball.
Santiago, hailing from what is it? Los Angeles, Long Beach. Where's he from?
Los Angeles, L.A.
Los Angeles, California. How tall is he? Oh, we'll ask him all that. Santiago, come on. What's going on, brother? How? Just tell us. First of all, is this Matt pushing you, or is the story true? Are you really fed up of the comments and people doubting you, and you're taking this as motivation not only to prove the naysayers wrong, but also get into shape?
Well, first and foremost, Matt's not pushing anything. If anything, I just want to fight. I want to be able to participate in Border Wars 2 as a fighter, show them what I've got, and to be honest, they can say whatever the fuck they want to say about me, but at the end of the day, once that bell rings and once I get in that ring, you're going to see that I am not the same kind of guy that I am in person. I'm very nice and very nonchalant, very quiet, but, in that ring, it's not juxtaposed the same way.
Now, Santiago, obviously you would have maybe 6, 7, 8 months. We're targeting December, January, February, right? So you would have ample time to train. What would you say is the most beneficial weight that Santiago can get the optimal Human Box Wreck on fight night?
Well, I'll be frank with you, man. I've always been a pretty heavy-set guy. The lightest I've ever been in my entire life was 168 pounds back in high school. I was 17 years old. Today, that would probably be 175. But honestly, I don't give a fuck. I'll fight anybody from 175, 185, 200, 200 plus. All I've ever fought in my entire time as a sparring person is heavyweights. So I'll go up with him. Matt's probably the lightest person I've ever sparred in the ring.
But for this particular fight, what weight do you want, the fight to take place at? Because 200 just sounds too dangerous. 200, 200 plus is heavyweights, and you got look. I mean, he's 6'2", Rob 6'4". Like, how tall are you?
I am 5'10" with a 72-inch reach.
It's not so bad.
It isn't. It isn't.
That's a good reach for that height. You can get under taller people. Shit, man.
But do you want to fight? Well, why not do what all fighters do, Santiago? If you're comfortable taking shots at heavyweight, why not get down to a cruiser or a light heavyweight or an 85 or a 95, something like that, where you can be a little faster and you're already accustomed to heavyweight shots, so those cruiserweights or light heavyweight shots, don't affect you as much. I mean, remember, fighting is strategic as well. Everyone is sucking down 20 pounds. I mean, obviously, at our age, we can't do that, but we do have body fat that fighters do not. Like, I can still fucking lose maybe 25 pounds. I got so much. I haven't seen a six-pack since I don't know how old, all right? So we all have weight to lose, which can be beneficial in this type of, kind of combat. I mean, Matt, aren't you his promoter?
Yes, but I was letting you do the interview. I was letting my fighter conduct his own interview.
I don't know, because you know that there's a heavyweight. You know that there's a heavyweight that we can't speak of, has called out Santiago. And let's be frank, you said no way, Jose. So now I hear your fighter on live on this show telling the world, no, I've only sparred with heavyweights. That's what I'm comfortable with. So you're the promoter. I mean, I don't know.
What weight is he walking around at?
Santiago?
Yeah.
Saab, what are you walking around at, Santiago?
At the moment, I currently walk around 247 pounds.
247.
All right.
And
so you got 7 months. You got 7 months. You think you could get down to cruiserweight, healthy?
Oh, easily, man. Yeah,
that's about 5 pounds a month.
I think that's the best that he can do. Trying to get to 185. Look,
I'm gonna tell you something right now.
Pounds is easy. I'll be honest. That first 30 is easy.
Yes.
Because I was 200. Listen, Santiago, you not fat. I was 278 pounds. And that first 30 is not. I took that off in a month. It's got to be dedication, though.
Melts off.
You got to be dedicated. But you can melt 30 off in a month, easy. It's the rest that gets tough.
Yeah.
Now, because this is my fighter. Like in any promoter in any fighter relationship, the fighter is always going to be more willing to take chances. Ness, you know that you've dealt with that with certain fighters. Maybe some A sides that wanted to fight bigger guys consistently. And you have to sit them down and go, no, this is the fight you're going to take. This is the best fight for you. And that's what I'm doing here. I'm being a good promoter. Santiago can easily beat McGregor, can easily beat Dr. Mofongo. And that unknown heavyweight that we may talk about at a later date, he can easily beat him as well. But it's a high-risk, low-reward fight. So I'm not going to take that.
So what fight are you looking to get for your fighter?
McGregor and Mofongo. I think the challenges have been sent out. Contracts have been sent. Obviously, you have my contact info. Hit me up, and we can discuss this. Have your people discuss it with my people.
I'll be honest.
We can work out in weight penalties maybe, or anything like that. We can work any of that out. Absolutely.
I'll be honest. I would like to see Santiago, Dr. Mofongo. I think that they would both have a similar weight journey, and that would make the matchup more fair. Unless it's like Santiago says, he sparred that much, he might be too experienced. You've been in the ring with him, Matt.
Yes, I have.
Is it a threat is it safer for a guy like McGregor to get in there with Santiago than it is like a guy like Dr. Mofongo, who would be a novice walking into the ring first time?
Wait. Repeat the question. Sorry. You worded it weird.
Do we know if Mofongo's ever stepped in the ring?
We do not.
We don't really know that. We're gonna have to get Mofongo on and see what's his pedigree.
Look, either fight presents its own challenges. Absolutely, they're different fights with different style clashes, in my opinion. From what I can assume from Dr. Mofongo and what I've seen from McGregor. And again, we've sent the challenges out, so obviously we are okay with accepting these fights. If we were not okay with accepting these fights, I would not be mentioning these names.
Now, what's up with this Mikey Garcia fight that you're trying to make with Fern Gully, which is unrealistic? I mean, this is unrealistic. Well, Angelo Huracan is obviously not a 154-pounder.
Nobody walks around 140.
And he has options. He's got options. He's got options, bro. He scored a knockout on the card. Why is he going to give a guy like Fern Gully a shot?
Because
at a higher weight.
Me and Huracan have some unfinished business because he made it very clear that he wanted the A side. And I'm telling him right here on the air for the first time, you want a shot at me? You need to get through my boy Mikey first.
A shot at you. So you keep putting roadblocks in front of challenges is what I'm seeing.
In front of me? From my own challenges? What are you talking about?
He got a lot of gatekeepers all of a sudden.
I know. Like, yo, you didn't win any
There's
fights.
names out there. There's 2 names out there that we know that want to fight me.
So
who wants to fight you? Who? Tell me who.
There was a fight with that would be difficult for me to take, but I know that he would want it. Shandu wants to get back in it.
Shandu's on the line. Shandu, if you're available to talk, press 1 because again, there's a screening process. You know, these fights are most likely taking place in a very remote location. You know, we're either gonna be in Nacho Berestein's ring in Mexico, or we're gonna be in Javier Fortuna's gym in DR. So, you know, you have to be willing to do that. That's the bottom line. But Matt, so you're saying you want to take on Shandu?
I'm saying that's an option. There's no roadblocks.
That sounds very cherry picker of you. I'm just keeping it real. Like you.
Well, there's a bigger fight out there for me.
You think that Shandu's weak because he got stopped? No. To take him on.
No. Hold on.
How the fighter picks his
press
fights.
1. Before I get to Shandu, let me just address this very fast because Nestor's throwing words in my mouth that I did not say. Shandu out of my 2 options, and we know what the other option is. I have some unfinished business with somebody that made me go all the way to Florida for nothing.
Exactly. So you shouldn't be looking at no other fight but that one.
But
training for that one.
But I think Shandu is the tougher challenge. So it's interesting. It's just one of those where I don't know. You know, I'm Danny Garcia. I got Sean Porter and Earl Spence in front of me. You know, both are hard fights. Which one's a little more lucrative? You know, maybe that's what I'm going for. I don't know.
I don't know. If you get you're saying if you manage to get past Shandu, you think because of that you can get past Warren?
I think I can get past Warren easier than I can get past Shandu.
Listen, first of all, you just need to pump your brakes.
Warren in an easier fashion than I can get past Shandu.
First of all, you need to pump your brakes because if you ever fought Shandu, you probably the B side. Shandu's been in there with tougher opposition. You know what I'm saying?
He's been in there with the same people.
And
he's been in there with the same people.
The
only other person he's been in there with that I haven't been was Angelo Huracan.
That's what I'm
saying. I've been in the gym with them. I've sparred the same guys he sparred.
Yeah,
I've sparred the pros that he sparred. I've sparred the amateurs he sparred.
But he fought Huracan.
I was in the gym when he wasn't in the gym.
But he fought Huracan.
That's great.
He
lost. He lost.
You lost too.
That's great.
He landed more shots than you on his opponent.
Debatable.
He hurt his opponent. You never hurt your opponent.
He never hurt his opponent.
You never hurt Nurse Jackie.
Opponent. When did he ever hurt Angelo?
With that straight left.
Are we joking here? No, he hit him. He hit him with the straight left.
Angelo even admitted it. Said that he rattled them with the left. So
hey, that's Angelo being Canadian, being nice.
Yeah. I got Shandu on the line. Listen, you're just trying to. I know what he's doing though. Al. He's trying to talk up the fight with Shandu because that's how his mind works. He's looking for the easier fight. Like Shandu just suffered a knockdown. I'm gonna break the rules. When you know someone who scored a knockout supposed to wait 90 days, you want to get him back in the ring automatically and his first fight back because you want to have
7 month. It's a 7 month.
You want to have some sort of advantage. He don't want to take on.
Plenty of time to heal.
On the Filipino.
Plenty of time to heal up.
You don't want to take on the Filipino Flash Warren, who presents a lot of danger. Let's be honest.
But he presents no power. Shandu has more power.
Right there. Your coach is right there. That dude
is more athletic. Shandu's faster.
A style nightmare because of his movement. And we
Shandu has the stamina. Shandu has the stamina. Come on, Shandu is the tougher fight, hands down.
Where's your little gas tank now so you can show the world how you sound like Bane every 5 seconds? That's all you do is smoke. Warren would have took him, and it would have been rope-a-dope all over again. We know. Look, there you go, smoking right there. Shandu don't smoke. You know how many miles Shandu ran yesterday?
I don't give a fuck. I'm Mayorga. I'm Mayorga.
See, it's the difference. This is the difference in caliber of fighter. See, when Matt suffered his first loss, he continued to smoke. He's blowing smoke in the camera now. Shandu suffered his first loss. He ran 8 miles yesterday.
Diaz brother smoke weed every day.
He's begging for that fight with Huracan. Huracan is ducking him, saying that he got bigger options right now. Huracan don't want that rematch, and Shandu understands that. That's why he's willing to rebuild. You heard him in the chat today. Yo, I ain't got no fight. Who I'm fighting? Everybody ignoring him. Shandu, I didn't ignore you. I seen you. No one answered you. And I
answered. What are you talking about? I answered.
Matt is doing this for TV because he
answered. What are you talking about? I answered.
You doing it for TV. We going to Shandu
right now. You can screen share the text right now. I replied.
Shandu, you hear this guy getting all disrespectful, Shandu? Yo. You hear this guy talking out the side of his neck?
I hear it. Look, Matt already knows, man. He knows what we could do it, but I really want that. I really want the Huracan match, that rematch, and I'm working towards it. I'm working towards it, and I'm hungry, man. If they put him in front of me, he knows that I'm not gonna really take it easy on him. He's my boy, but I really got to make a statement for Huracan. So whoever you guys decide to put in front of me, man, I'm just gonna have to make an example of them.
Yo, Shandu, I'm going on the record right away. I'm going on the record right now. I know that you would stop Matt. Stop him. Stop him. I know. Yo, I've been in the gym with you and Matt. We both know what's going on. Matt's on the west side now, so ain't no love for the East Coast, huh? Ain't no love for the East Coast now, huh, Matt?
Yeah.
It's all right. It's all right. We know what's going on, though.
It's okay. Shandu, if I would beat you to take over the East Coast, I'll do it.
Yo, hey, Shandu,
this is more valuable than Canada.
Shandu, this is the best thing that can happen,
What's
right?
up?
Best thing that can happen is if Huracan doesn't give you your rematch, hope that Warren doesn't show up. Not show up, but hope that he says right from the door, like, nah, I'm not taking the fight this time.
No call, no show.
Yeah, no, we don't want the same thing to happen. What I'm saying is hope that Warren doesn't take the fight so that you can knock out Matt, because definitely a knockout over Matt would merit something, because he talks mad shit.
King of the talk.
And yo, he's trying to rob you of your credit. He said you didn't hurt Huracan with that straight left. Like, why is he lying? Why is he lying though?
My little homie over here didn't do shit. It's okay.
Why you lying? Why you always lying?
Huracan told me after the fight, he said, yo, you heard me, bro. He said you should. He even told me I should try some amateur fights myself. I should try to do amateur fights. So, for him to tell me that after stopping me, and look, we all know.
Yo, why you hating? Turn that soundbite off, man.
During training camp.
So Shandu,
I got hurt during training camp. I wasn't able to train.
Yo, but that's what I gotta ask you the tough questions though. Like for the listeners out there that invested in you, the people on Patreon that was rooting for you and thought that this was gonna be a easy fight for you. Then they find out that you wasn't really training, and you got 2 jobs. How do they know it's gonna be different this time, and why?
Oh, because I'm going to show them, man. I'm going to show them. Look, the day I came, the week I came back, I already started running. That was my second time running 8 miles, man. I've been doing. I did 180 sit-ups yesterday. I did 220. What was it? Russian those side-to-side things. I've been going in, man. I've been going in. I'm not able to video document everything, but you're going to see the body, the attitude, the confidence I'm gonna have when I come back. If you guys believe me enough to come back, I'm coming back, man. I'm gonna make a statement.
Yo, Shandu, from Coach Midi, from Coach Midi live in the chat, he says that both you and Warren would stop Matt. Yo, Matt, you would only be the A side because you would force it because of your status on the show, but you would be not the betting favorite though. It would be like what? I don't know. Shandu,
hold up.
Shandu, what do you think is respectable, Shandu?
Hold on. Shandu, before you answer, I fought Nurse Jackie, who was 60 pounds bigger than me, and I didn't.
Man.
Hold up.
That fight either. You ain't trained for that fight either. Yo, your new nickname is Joanne Guzman.
Come on, Al. Sit down, Al. Uncle Al.
Joanne Guzman.
Sit down.
Overweight at the scales. Never train. Call him never train.
Stay in your lane.
Sit down, Al. You know,
Tell him I run half a block and then smoke a bogey.
Stay in your lane.
Coach Midi said that they would sleep me. They would sleep me. Nurse Jackie didn't sleep me. What do you think Sean Do, who's a guy that weighs less than me, a guy that's smaller than me, is gonna do? You think he's gonna sleep me? That's a joke.
I mean, so what you saying? Sean Do got power?
I do have some power.
So I
haven't seen it.
I do have some power, Matt. Don't get.
I haven't seen it.
So what you saying, Matt?
Seen it.
I haven't seen it. That's all. I'm not saying you don't have it. I'm saying I've never seen it.
So Shandu, you think that you're able to? You think you're gonna be able to catch Matt? You think you could get your paws on Matt?
I think I can definitely get my paws on Matt. But the thing is, if we do fight, he's gonna have to stop smoking because if he doesn't, I'm pretty much gonna stop him like in the either first or second round.
Make him pay. Make him pay. Hit him with a body shot. He want to keep smoking. He want to run a half.
And I don't want to.
You got to make him pay.
Sean Do, you quit and you got stopped. I mean,
yo, stop the tape. Stop the tape. See, it always takes fucking Ness to come through with the tough question because everybody's sitting here letting Sean Do and Matt talk when the real person that should be getting interviewed is Alex. Why? Because you've done pad work with both of these guys. You've been in both of these guys' training. You know them better than than anybody on this panel. So who really has the power? Who really has the advantage?
All right, I'm gonna tell you something right now. Matt is undercover power. He got his own power. He just got to be able to know how to place it. Shandu, you bullshitting Matt saying that he didn't rattle Angelo. He did. He has a nice left, and I think that with more exercise on both y'all parts, more muscle building, you guys can have even more power. You got a nice pop to it. It's not that knockout power, but definitely you got definitely a rattle your head power. You know what I'm saying? You could definitely have somebody in trouble and then set up the shots. Who's more precise? Who I think can who has the snappier punch?
Sean Do.
Actually, I'm gonna say Matt. Matt has a snappier jab. Shandu, unfortunately, I personally never got to work with him for a long time, but I'm pretty sure if I was gonna be coaching Chandu, I'd definitely work on the jab because that was something that if he would have used more in the previous fight, I think you would have went all 3 rounds and did much better. Just your jab. So I'll give Matt the jab. I'll give Shandu the power hand. I'll give Shandu the power hand, even though Matt has more pop in that jab, man. I mean, I think
he ain't landing that jab. He ain't landing that jab. Yo, Matt's guard gets split with the jab. Shandu with the 1-2 down the pipe, man.
Just wait.
Got to work on it with Shandu. See, that's
no, listen. First of all, look.
Shandu gets hit with one shot and he's forever changed in the fight.
Oh, Shandu, you see that? He just lit up another flame under you.
Oh, wait.
He just lit another flame under you, brother. You better get on that shit.
Yo, Shandu, we're going to get back to the show, B, but I want to thank you. Listen, we're going to make sure we find you something because
Shandu, I love you, man. Nothing but respect.
This is the thing. That's the problem right there. That has got to be the last option. You and Shandu's got to be the last option. Can it get built up? Does it have potential to be a great fight? Yes, but the true animosity is going to come with you and Warren. Why? Because you lost money with Warren. There's storyline with Warren. And Warren has a reason to whoop your ass. You a very disrespectful person too.
Yeah, man. I read the message.
He deserved to be disrespected. He just
listen.
Disrespected everyone here. Let alone.
Right. You have every right to act however you want. All I'm saying is he has every right to lash out because of that. And I know that Jose said he'll make sure that he shows for the next one. So I'm assuming he'll take care of over financial responsibilities or whatever. And I hope that's the case so that we can have a stamp sealed and delivered Warren, because that would be you stamping and delivering your motherfucking.
Warren needs to get on his fucking hands and knees and grovel for a chance at me again.
Warren is stronger than you.
Oh,
Warren fights from awkward angles.
Yeah, he does, but he's open.
You better be eating your Wheaties and working out, because the way you spoke on that message, most guys gonna come for your fucking head.
If it's the most good.
So I hope Info Joe and all my West Coast buds are really working on you and getting.
And you know they not.
We're getting a gym set up. Don't worry about it. We're getting a gym set up. We're good.
You know they not. Matt lied to us before. Okay,
think I'm lying.
He couldn't do one round. He couldn't do one round.
I mean, fool every single one of you guys. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Don't be coming back. Don't be coming back to the East Coast spilling your cookies.
Yo, Coach Midi, leak the message.
Yo, he gonna come back to the East Coast.
Dude, that message was ether. That message was ether.
Coming to that vomit bucket.
Yo, man, hey, sometimes you throw up when
you know what's up. Eric Cruz know what's up. He said Matt versus Warren. You know what I'm saying? That's what we want to see.
Matt is better than Warren all day.
That's
what it says. Matt is greater than Warren.
We out. We gotta get ready. We gotta get ready for the main show. I know Igloo was asking. Definitely gonna be doing the flagship show. We got a lot of boxing topics to talk about.
Igloo.
I want to thank everyone that has joined up the Patreon, and all you curious Georges, head on over there to patreon.com/ThaBoxingVoice. Become part of the movement. Enjoy all the exclusive content, but also enjoy the fact that you are helping your favorite podcast take it to the next level. I want to thank all the Border Wars participants. I want to thank, obviously, Alex Doomsday Lainez and Alex McGregor, because without them, this fight wouldn't have been possible. It was a great performance. A lot of words were used in this one. Gentlemen, you know, I don't know. Is Doomsday not living up to his name? We shall see. From this show, contracts have been sent out. They're both signed. They're back. There is a genuine, real fight on our hands for the next Border Wars, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to come down to logistics, obviously, location, to make sure that this one actually happens. But so far, it's looking good. Matt versus Warren, something that I want. Because, you know, I don't want to see Shandu be the one to kill Matt. I'd rather it be because you know what I'm saying? Because then people are gonna be like, oh, Ness, you never really loved Matt. Look at how badly you were cheering for Shandu. And it's just gonna be like, yo, I know boxing. I'm picking the winner. So I'm gonna be cheering for Shandu because it's like, yo, Shandu, do that left. Because I know what Matt's weaknesses are.
I really want to see the Matt versus Warren, though. I really want you to fucking squash the fly.
That's what we need.
patreon.com/ThaBoxingVoice and make your case heard. Go to the community tab and tell me who you want me to face. Is it Shandu? Is it Warren? I'll let the people decide.
It's got to be Warren, man. Shandu, listen, again, I believe that will be a good fight, but I'm still picking Shandu over you, straight up.
You picked everyone against me, so it's okay. Okay, I don't care.
Yo, you gotta prove it. You gotta prove it, yo.
That's great. I can't wait to prove every doubter wrong. I love being the underdog, but I'm still the A side.
Yeah, I just hope that you guys train over there, man, because we all know Shandu don't play no games. None.
I don't know he's gym day. Don't worry about it.
After this fight, man, I don't know, man. I think I'm just gonna have to really turn.
He's a notch above Doomsday in terms of dedication. It's okay.
I don't know, yo. That's gonna be the question. Can Doomsday make the weight?
Hey, yo, I'm gonna make the weight.
No, just know that, you know, wherever the fight's taking place, you know, Midi is gonna have to take time off of work. So keep all that in the back of your mind.
No, I'm duly respected, bro. I'm gonna take this super serious, and I'm gonna make the weight. I'm gonna get healthy. I got 7 months.
You sure you don't need to talk this over with your manager before agreeing to this fight?
I mean, ain't you my manager?
I mean, I'm the promoter in this case.
Who's the manager right now?
No, you're the advisor, Ness. Come on, Al Heyman. You gotta get the.
Yeah. I'm the advisor in this case. I believe
there's multiple promoters in this event. It's a massive event.
No, I really, you know what? I really need this.
I received his contract in the mail here, Matt, and
what is it?
It's a lot of sheets, so I don't know. I mean, you know, he might. It seems like he has another. You know, I'm his advisor. It's okay, but I don't know. He seems like he might have another manager. You know, that he signed to someone. We got to check the paperwork. But if not, you know, then whatever. You know, if you're a free agent and you can come on board, we definitely want to make this one happen. Because I think that, listen, that could be the main event. I think that could be the main event. I know that people like Enrique and Casual. Excuse me, that's the same person.
Different personalities, though. Different personalities.
Yo, but I know that people want Enrique and Jose, right? So, you know, maybe that is the main event. But honestly, I think because of skill level, Matt, what's your vote? I mean, no, I shouldn't even ask. Matt's gonna.
You know what I'm gonna say. Come on.
He and Warren is the main event.
We're the people's main event.
I don't know, man. Midi, and
Doomsday. That should be the main event. I would say.
I don't know though. What about Jay and JP though? That's a good. That sounds like a good one in the. You know, and
that sounds like a good one.
There's so many good fights.
Yeah, I want to see that one. JP from.
Man, this card's gonna be crazy.
I think the promoters and maybe you, Al, should get together and discuss maybe the bout order when we get an official count of who's fighting.
Yeah, well, you know, we got fight contracts. Then we got to get commitment contracts from these guys. Once that is set in stone, then we go from there. But listen, I am your host, Nestor Gibbs. Find me on Instagram and Twitter at NestGTO. Catch us at 7 p.m. It's less than 2 hours away. We'll be back talking everything boxing, headlines, boxing, results, whatever is out there. We will be discussing it at the same bat channel. So join us.
And I am Matt the Hipster Hunter. You can find me at Mixed Combat News on Twitter, Matt Hunter TBV on Instagram. My MMA podcast is Mixed Combat Radio. It's on Patreon, SoundCloud, YouTube, iTunes, Facebook, etc. We did a show last night on UFC on Fox 25, Chris Weidman versus Kelvin Gastelum. Check that out.
And I'm Alex Doomsday Lainez. You can catch me on Facebook, Alexander Lainez, Lainez, or catch me on IG, Alex_Doomsday_Lainez. And on my Twitter, I'm still getting the hang of it. I think Alex TBV. And yeah, all I gotta say, man, gentleman's out the window. My attitude now is, if he dies, he dies.
Yeah, well, just know that Coach Midi said, I don't usually do shit talking, you know, but I'm enjoying the banter. I'm going with it, you know. He said that's new to him. So just know he's going to be talking some shit too. But listen, guys, I want to thank you for joining. Catch us on 7 o'clock tonight. Peace.